it's Alex. Welcome back to my channel, or to my channel if you have not seen my videos before. Today, as you would have seen by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking all about my boob job. I haven't really addressed this before. I never really felt the need because it's kind of a personal thing to me. But I do get questions about it, and I thought I would answer it since it is pretty obvious that I've got one, so I'm not trying to hide it or anything. I just haven't really spoken about it. But I thought I would do a video answering some questions. I've popped a few questions together. I've got 10 of them, just commonly asked ones, and I thought I would answer them. Maybe some girls are watching this that are thinking about doing it themselves, so I thought I would share my experience. So yes, that is what this video is going to be about, and if you want to know more about my boob job, just keep on watching. So question number one, why did you get a boob job? I feel like I've briefly spoken about this. I can't really remember, but basically I lost a bunch of weight. It happened kind of rapidly. I wasn't eating a lot because I was going through something and I was working out like crazy. So I was exerting a lot of energy and burning a lot of calories. So I lost a lot of weight. I don't know why I'm explaining that, but basically with the weight loss, I lost a lot of volume in my boobs, and I also went off the pill, which made a big difference as well. So it felt like overnight my boobs were like bye, and I just had no boobs at all, which was weird to me because I used to have big boobs naturally. So yeah, I was kind of sad when I lost the volume in my boobs because I think it suited me, it suited my body type. So that's when I decided to look into getting a boob job and going and seeing people. I've got two photos here. Well, actually one's a video and one's a photo where you can kind of see how small my boobs were. But I was very good at hiding the fact that I lost my boobs. I found myself wearing like really padded bras and just hiding the fact that I lost my boobs. So I don't really have many photos, but hopefully that gives you the idea of how small they actually got. But yeah, so that is why I got a boob job, just because I didn't like the fact that I lost all my boobs. I think it suited me and I like big boobs, so I got a boob job. So question number two is, how much did I pay for my boob job? How many times am I going to say boob job in this video? I feel like it's going to be a lot. How much did I pay? I paid just under $10,000. I think it could have been a little bit more after all the, you know, medications and stuff. That is a lot for a boob job. Usually you can pay, I don't know, like $6,000 maybe over in Thailand, or even over here I'm pretty sure you can pay around $6,000. The reason I didn't spend that little amount, which is still a lot, but I spent a little bit extra just because I felt more confident in this surgeon that I was seeing. I felt better spending more money and knowing that I was going to get a great result. Not that spending a little amount means you're going to get a crap result, but just personally I was more confident spending more money and knowing that I was going to get what I wanted. So yeah, so question number three is, what size did you choose? I ended up going with 440cc implant. I was choosing between 420 and 440, which in cc's is a very minuscule difference, but it made a difference on me. I've actually got a photo of me trying on the 440, and as you can see, it kind of just suits my body type. It fit me well, and that is why I ended up choosing that. Also, a lot of advice that I got before going through the procedure was to go that little bit bigger than what you thought you would, because you'll end up wanting them bigger anyway. So that's what I did, and I'm super happy that I decided to do that because they are perfect and I'm very happy with them. Question number five is, did you go over or underneath the muscle? I went underneath the muscle basically because I told him that I like to exercise, and when you go underneath the muscle, apparently there's less distortion of the implant during exercise. Also, there's less of a chance of rippling when you're going underneath the muscle. I already had a little bit of breast tissue there, so when you have breast tissue already, which most people do, but when I had more breast tissue, there's more of a chance of rippling, which is when you kind of like get, I don't know, it's hard to explain. You can Google pictures, but it's basically like your natural boob is sagging behind the implant that's, you know, on top of the muscle. So with the muscle being there, there's more support. They're going to be firmer, I guess, and more held in place. So that is why I went with underneath the muscle. Question number six is, did it hurt? And this is hard to say because everyone's pain tolerance is different. I personally have a very high pain tolerance, so for me it wasn't unbearable. The only thing that was hard for me was not being able to sleep on my stomach, because I'm a stomach sleeper. So I had to sleep on my back for about, I don't know, like maybe 3 weeks more or less. I can sleep on my stomach now, but yeah, that was probably the hardest part. But obviously at the start, when you first come out of the procedure, in the first week you've got a lot of painkillers and stuff, so you don't feel much discomfort at all. It was just kind of hard to use my arms. Like, it was hard to push anything or pull anything. It would really strain here. Even sometimes now, like, it's only been about 6 months, I think, maybe a bit more, when I'm doing push-ups, it can kind of pull here and feel a bit funny. But basically that's just how it will feel at the start, so you can't really do any heavy lifting on your own. But after a week, I was back at work. I was being cautious, obviously, but I was up and about and I was feeling okay. The only thing I really needed help with was, yeah, heavy lifting, and I couldn't really get out of bed alone for about a week. So for me, it wasn't too bad. I don't think the pain was unbearable at all. Question number 7 is, how long was the recovery time? I basically just said this before, but for me, it would have been about 2 weeks until I was back to being a little bit more independent. The first week, you definitely need a lot of help. You can't shower, so I had to get Ryan to run me baths. He had to help me in and out of bed, and anytime I got up for the first couple of days. Then after that, you kind of just learn to use your legs more to get up rather than your arms. You definitely cannot do any heavy lifting or any pushing for a little while, probably about 2 weeks. But I was back to work after a week and I felt normal. There's just a little bit of discomfort and a little bit of bruising and tenderness, but nothing too bad. Question number 8 is, when do they drop? And this is something that I think a lot of girls worry about when they get their boobs done, because they can look so different at the start. I've got some photos here from the night that I got them done, and as you can see, they look completely different. They're very high up on my chest, they're very far apart, and they almost look flat, weirdly enough. And that's just because they have not dropped into the pocket that the surgeon made yet. And it will take up to 3 months, 3 to 6 months to a year for them to fall perfectly where they're supposed to be. It's been around 6 months for me now, and as you can see, they're sitting a lot nicer than what they were. I've also got a photo from about 2 months in, and as you can see, they are sitting quite far up there. My biggest concern was to not have my boobs be really far apart. I didn't want to have a big gap in between them, and every time I saw my surgeon, I was like, are they gonna come together? And he was like, yes, don't worry, you just have to be patient. So they have now, they're absolutely perfect. You just have to be patient, and it takes about 3 months for you to see a noticeable difference, about 6 months for them to be looking exactly how they will in the long run. Question number 9 is, what are the scars like? I took these photos before. The first photo is how they sit naturally. You can't see any scars, and the second photo you can see the scar. Now the scars are very small, they are very thin. I probably haven't looked after them to the best of my ability, to be completely honest. You're supposed to be putting bio oil on them. I haven't really done that. I wore the tape and everything, so they're very flat, they're very thin, but they are there, and I could definitely put in a lot more effort to get rid of them even more, but I just haven't, because the under boob is there anyway and you never see them unless I'm like, hey. But yes, so I haven't really worried about that, but I wouldn't worry too much about the scar. You're not going to see it. You can use bio oil if you're really worried about it. You can also get laser scar removal. So yeah, that is what mine look like. So the last question is, do you have any regrets? And no, absolutely not. I have no regrets at all. I did so much research. I went to see so many surgeons, and I feel like I chose the perfect surgeon for me, who gave me a perfect result that I'm so happy with. I don't have to wear a bra if I don't want. I can wear backless things. I can wear strapless things. My body feels proportionate to me. I'm just super happy with the result. So no, I don't regret a thing. And before ending this video, I do want to say, not a disclaimer, but this isn't saying that you should change your body. You should obviously be happy the way you are. I was happy the way I was, but I wanted a boob job, so I got one. And I think if you want a boob job, go ahead and get one. If you want a butt lift, go and get one. If you want Botox, go and get some. If you want lip fillers, go and get it. Like, if there's something you don't like about yourself and you have the means to change it and you're willing to do it, go and do it. Who cares? Make yourself happy. Be happy in your skin. And yeah, that doesn't mean you have to change yourself to be happy in your skin, but if you want to, go and do it. Who cares? So I just wanted to mention that really quickly. And that is it for my boob job questions and answers. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a comment down below if you have any more questions, and I will answer them all for you. Or if you want a part 2, leave some questions down below and I will film that. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video.